Today we're talking about a singer-songwriter who built entire worlds out of grit, romance and struggle. I'm talking about Bruce Springsteen. Springsteen's songs were littered with characters, blue-collar workers struggling against the system. Whole worlds built around this mythology of the working man. Let's take a closer look at his songwriting and what he used to paint these vivid pictures. Springsteen writes with a deep sense of place. His early work deals with characters on the streets of New Jersey, with images so vivid it's almost like you're walking there with him. His characters are relentless dreamers, factory workers or small-town lovers, and he paints images of these characters that seem so real in his music. They're people searching for more than just what they have in their everyday lives, trying to aspire to something bigger, and that's something we can all relate to, no matter what our walk of life. And I think that is what is so powerful about Springsteen's music. It touches something inside that we can all relate to, no matter what our class or social status. And I feel that's the most important thing any songwriter can do for a generation. He captures the push and pull between routine and ambition, of trying to strive to be something more than your parts. And ultimately, he speaks of the human condition and how it's almost part of our nature as human beings to strive for more than what we are. But while his subject matter is everyday people, there's a large cinematic scope to his work. The imagery is almost like a feature film, the way it draws out the characters and the worlds that they inhabit. The imagery that he uses, the long drawn out lines, really do depict a sense of these small towns and the problems that they face and the communities and the crime that inhabits them. His songs often open with a clear visual hook, which set the tone for the piece and give the songs its big sense of scale and cinematography. Many of his lyrics move with a natural, steady pulse. He uses repetition and the rhythm of the spoken word to build his worlds. The phrasing also adds to that gritty, raw feel of his lyrics, talking about the everyday in a wider sense, so there is a sense of epicness, and that really does transpire to bring us in to the songwriting and the meaning and message of his music. The vocal delivery supports the music, drawing us in, and as the theme builds of the song and the story, the cinematic feel of the film that's unfolding in front of us really does hook us in to the storylines that he's creating. A lot of Springsteen's songs deal with difficult subject matter and circumstances, but it's never purely about despair, and it never descends into that. There's always a sense of hope hiding just around the corner for his characters, whether or not it's the struggle and strife of a new day or a love that brings the character out into the light from the darkness. It's never a depressing song that comes from Springsteen. It's always filled with that sense of understanding and a sense of positivity, even if it is hidden in the darkness to begin with. It forms throughout the song, and by the end, you're filled with that sense of possibility and positivity that comes from his music. Ultimately, his songs come with a sense of determination that makes his music optimistic and uplifting. One of his strengths as a songwriter is the honesty and depth that he gives his characters. They're flawed, they're real, they're honest, and it's through that sense of realism and honesty that gives his music a sense of depth, and it gives it something that people can relate to throughout the ages. It's almost like you can see a part of yourself reflected back in his stories, and that makes it really powerful and gives it something you can really relate to as a listener. and as an audience. Springsteen often pairs emotional writing with strong melodic structures. It's almost the tension of these verses, filled with almost a slightly melancholy outlook on the world and the characters that he's depicting, that gets lifted when we come to the choruses, and that really does drag the listener into the music, because without them maybe you would be left slightly cold and unmoved, but it's the choruses that really bring everything home and drive the message of his songs. Bruce Springsteen still resonates today because his songs are filled with universal themes. Work, love, hardship and poverty also drive deep in his subject matters, and it's that message that lies at the heart of his music that has made him stay current over the decades. Every generation there's a new set of fans discovering his music, and that's what keeps him timeless and relevant, because it's these themes that are so universal to everyone that you really can relate to what he's trying to say and aspire to through his music. If you want to understand powerful narrative songwriting, then Bruce Springsteen's back catalogue is a powerful lesson in understanding that as a concept. His music is full of characters who draw us in through their realism, and he uses that to create these powerful stories which capture a true sense of who we are as human beings. That's something that I've related to as a songwriter myself, and it's something you can pick up on as well, whether you're a fan or an aspiring songwriter yourself. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. If you want to learn more about songwriting, I have an ebook out at the moment. The link is in the description below, and do give me a like and a share for this video. Also, let me know if there's any artist you want me to do a songwriting breakdown on in the future. And until then, I'll see you guys next time.